a liar! You're a liar! You know something that you're not telling us, you slimy scumbag liar!
Hello, Two Shot fans, and welcome to another episode of Welfare Talk. Today we're going to be talking about Omers and LifeLabs and how LifeLabs got tens of millions of dollars for them, for their testing kits, and all that crap and lies that were previously known as COVID.
Subscribe to Two Shot,
or there will be trouble.
Anita Anand. First it was Canada Revenue Agency, and now this. Anand's husband company pocketed massive COVID cash. That's what it was all about. I mean, if you believe anything else, you've got to be blind. So what's this, fake news? Oh, not the fake news again. I hate that stuff. They never let us go with that. Medical misinformation. We got a thing about medical misinformation. How many things? I got it somewhere. Carlos, can we show what qualifies for medical misinformation?
YouTube doesn't allow content about COVID-19 that poses a serious risk of egregious harm. Treatment, prevention, diagnosis, transmission, social distancing, the existence of COVID-19. Don't post content on YouTube if it includes any of the following: treatment misinformation, content that encourages the use of home remedies, prayer, or rituals in place of medical treatment such as consulting a doctor or going to the hospital, prevention misinformation, diagnostic misinformation, transmission misinformation, content that denies the existence of COVID-19. Here are some examples of content that's not allowed on YouTube.
So, her office is denying that there was any hanky-panky involved. Minister Anand has fulfilled her disclosure obligations to the Ethics Commissioner, said Daniel Minden. The husband of Defense Minister Anita Anand is the director of a company that received tens of millions of dollars, not pesos, but dollars, in COVID-19 taxpayers' cash. Whoops. While she served in cabinet, says Blacklocks reported. Anand's filings under the Conflict of Interest Act do not disclose Knowlton is also a director of LifeLabs, a COVID-19 contractor.
You wanna know why? 'Cause I'm a liar!
Anand's husband, John Knowlton, is senior managing director with a pension fund investor, Ontario Municipal Employees Retirement System. Omers! Knew it! Our testing capacity is increasing steadily and significantly, but it still remains incomplete, said Duclos. We need more money. Tens of millions of dollars worth of contracts for COVID-19 testing. In order to further increase our capacity quickly, we have awarded contracts to private companies, providing us with additional testing and processing services. These companies include Switch Health, formerly known as Swiss Cheese Health, LifeLabs, and Dynacare. That's like that Dynacor. What is it? The one in South Park. It's like none of those guys were aliens. COVID, aliens.
Fox or whatever. Fuck you.
LifeLabs, in a company statement, identified Knowlton as an executive. He is a former lawyer with Torrey's LLP of Toronto and ex-legal counsel for Bombardier Transportation. Never driving with those guys again. He is a member of the board of directors of LifeLabs, said the company, which would not take questions. LifeLabs, prior to the pandemic, received a few federal contracts. It was awarded 3 in 2019, worth a total of $134,413. MP Anand, Oakville, Ontario, was first elected, that's where she lives, was first elected on October 21st, 2019, and appointed Public Works Minister. Yeah, right when they were just getting ready for their little COVID scamdemic. A month later, on November 20th, Blacklock's last June 10th first, what did that say? June 10th first asked the Department of Public Works whether LifeLabs had received any additional contracts since Anand's appointment as minister. The department did not respond. Days later, on June 23rd, LifeLabs received a COVID-19 testing contract. It's in 2020, eh? The Blue Jays got 27 runs in a game, and I think it's only in the 5th inning against Boston. The COVID testing contracts were $66 million, $307,424. Weeks afterward, on August 20th, it received a separate $1.9 million contract. Anand was Minister of Public Works at the time. The department last Monday told the Canadian press that LifeLabs also received a contract worth up to $111 million for testing services in Yukon, British Columbia, and Saskatchewan. Minden and Anand played no role in any of the contracts, and that LifeLabs is owned by the husband's employer, Ontario Municipal Employees Retirement System. Actually, I was in a Service Canada building a while ago, and I was trying to get in there, and they were trying to still make me wear a mask. It's July. Near August of 2022, they still make you wear masks. There's tons of space in there, way beyond 6 foot distancing. And not only that, they don't just suggest, I've never even seen this before. They don't just suggest that you got to do the hand sanitizer. They make you, or else you got to go in a bathroom and wash your hands. Ridiculous. For what? I'm impeccably clean anyway.
He has to wash his hands?
Where's the washroom? Wash your hands.
Where?
Right here.
Through here? No.
Well, why does he have to wash his hands? There's no rule here that says.
Policy right now.
Because the face covering, you've got the thing here. I see that. Minden said Anand played no role in any of the contracts and that LifeLabs is owned by the husband's employer. Yeah. However, filings with the Ethics Commissioner do not disclose any declaration of recusal involving Anand and LifeLabs, whatever that is. Though she did report other conflicts. Anand last May said she deliberately avoided any discussion affecting LifeLabs' parent company with its 34% ownership of Prince Edward Island's federally regulated Confederation Bridge. On May 11th, in the exercise of my official duties, I recused myself and discussions and decisions concerning ferry services between New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island, as well as between Nova Scotia and PEI, as there could be implications for the Confederation Bridge, which is subject to the Conflict of Interest Scheme implemented to ensure my compliance with the Conflict of Interest Act. Blah, 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 LifeLabs. Yeah, okay, what else do we got? So a Canadian public pension owner, blah, blah, which is run by Anita Anand's husband, is receiving hundreds of millions to test at our borders, and no one is asking any questions. This is the border testing now, not just the LifeLabs here, like where you go get your blood. In fact, we got some blood. We were looking for some COVID a while ago. Came back negative, of course. Okay.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
That was less than last time. June 23rd, 2021, LifeLabs received a $66.3 million contract from the Public Health Agency of Canada. It was originally for $28.8 million, but the terms were amended. The company had certainly negotiated other arrangements before, but this was big. This is big. The purpose of this was testing kits for the virus that terrorized the world. The Minister of Public Services and Procurement would oversee the issuing of such agreements. It's not just the vaccine contracts that are worth a lot of money. Testing kits may in fact be worth even more, given for frequently their use as such as important. Anyway, so that's it for that. Hopefully we can get a bit more highlights. We're going to be on here. I've got a new haircut, you may notice. I was trying to be like Justin Trudeau, so I'm Justin Trudeau Jr. We'll be back with some of that later. He's got a stupid haircut. Bye.